job was to do was just to go reserve seats for company members that's coming from out of state. And so they wanted us to be here at 3:30, but I thought I'd get a head start by coming at 2 a.m. and try to beat the crowd.
First time.
And what made you decide to come today?
Well, I wanted to come last 3 years, and I finally had the worked out schedule-wise I could come and stuff. So I really want to see one.
Thank you. Thank you.
You see him right there?
Guys, we're clear. Don't use you, so.
Yeah, please do.
All right, just keep backing up, folks. I got you. You're all right.
I thought that you got right. Now, have I told you?
Everything's turning out even better than you thought.
Did they bring their steam engine in?
It's still before about 40. Still about 40. Yeah, because the total enrollment on GE.
So dividend? Any idea for dividend? There's a lot of shareholders here would love to see that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure how many would. I'm somewhat, obviously, but my guess is if we declared a dividend, the stock would go down. Because it would indicate we were to the right.
Am I right? Acquisition and still give
Heck yeah.
They are, but
So when I get back Monday
and
night.
they are effective, but not. I mean, their sales are as high as ever. I mean, but the show would be higher.
But we think we'll be in a share on the next contract.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah.
Have a great meeting.
I see you on television all the time.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to see you again.
Yeah. I've done there when we beat Oklahoma a year ago. I coached for a quarter, but he didn't seem to need much coaching.
Thank you, and have a great meeting.
Okay, okay.
Take care.
Thank you. Wall Street Journal his arm, and he had a dad with an earpiece.
That's a bad costume.
Yeah.
You should sell it. Set up. So Randy was pretty excited about the cheerleaders. Did you?
Keep moving, guys. Keep moving for me. They just keep coming. Which country's the most aggressive? Well, I've only been in Korea and India and China, but down off the chairs a lot. It's a friendly way, but Korea is pretty aggressive.
Yeah, well, in business too. You know that.
Yeah, you can get trampled. I mean,
So when you were just in India, was it more massive than this?
in certain places.
I think you have a friend here.
What is all this?
Come on, guys. Keep moving backwards, please. Keep moving back. There's the cameras directly behind the station.
Housing component. Housing
They are, but
So when I get back Monday
and
night.
they are effective, but not. I mean, their sales are as high as ever. I mean, but the show would be higher if it wasn't
They
for
did
what.
33 million last time.
They did 33 million in the week, yeah. And they were up 5 and a fraction percent for the first 3 days.
Keep moving, guys. India, you went overseas.
Well, I'm looking.
Thanks. Hey, Warren, we got our newest owner right here, Ndamukong.
Oh, there's the big guy. Yeah.
He joined on Friday. It's his first meeting.
Yeah. Good to see you. Yeah. He and I will take on any two guys in the house.
I believe it.
He just took down a Hawker 800 XP. He bought a marquee card, but we think he'll be in a share on the next contract.
Good to see you. Yeah.
Have a great meeting.
I see you on television all the time.
Yes, sir. Pleasure to see you again.
Yeah. I was down there when we beat Oklahoma a year ago. I coached for a quarter, but he didn't seem to need much coaching.
Thank you, and have a great meeting.
Okay.
Take care.
Hey.
Mwah. Take care.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She is 87.
I never knew that.
No, please.
Oh, we became very.
We'll be here forever.
And Buffalo News still to this day. Buffalo. You still love a newspaper.
Absolutely.
You're one of the
I'll be the last guy.
You're the last guy standing.
You'll find me someday with a landline phone, reading this newspaper, you know.
Do you ever read any of your news on the internet, or are you still very much have a touch of the paper?
I read 5 newspapers in print, but I do have
It's just not the same experience.
It's not the
is it?
same experience.
It's very hard to get over. How about Kindle? Do you read your books on the Kindle?
Oh, I know.
You had one though.
You have a
Do you have
Kindle.
an iPad?
Well, I've been given all that stuff, but these guys give them away to somebody else. My daughter's trying to fix them up for me.
That's funny. Well, you know, Apple is quite an amazing company with real job creation and everything. Creating things that at a time like this wrestle money from people's pockets for high quality stuff, but expensive.
Expensive.
People pay it, no matter what the economy.
I wasn't good. No.
No, but I may have a surprise for you.
On Apple?
You backing up?
On technology. Would you ever see buying a technology company from Berkshire?
I've gone as far as I can go.
If you understand it. That's your whole thing. Do you understand? Do you still think well, it's so funny. I think that you were the one who backed away from the .com insanity and got criticism for it. It all imploded.
Except for getting a break.
If I get criticism, I know I'm on the right track.
We'll half step back.
Thank you. The metals boom. Hey Mavericks! Fox Business loves you guys.
So what did we learn from Mr. Buffett this morning?
I learned that he may one day buy a technology company. That's a first. That's a first, which is very interesting. He also told us Thursday night when we had an opportunity to talk to him, he will answer every question about Mid-American Energy, NetJets, Dave Sokol, who of course is quickly and kind of abruptly left the company. He said he'll take all questions on that. He talked about the high cost of commodities for everything. You know, he's got Seas and Dairy Queen and companies that use heavy metals. Obviously, the prices of all of those have gone up, so he said that they're all affecting the prices, but still most of his businesses are doing well, just not the housing component businesses.
You see Mr. Buffett as a teacher for the investment community?
He absolutely is. He's not jealously guarding his knowledge and all that he's learned to do what he does and make all this money. Most people won't reveal their secrets. Warren says, I look at it as a surgeon at a medical school. You wouldn't hold back your best tricks and your best ideas. You would share them with your students. He has no qualms about letting that honesty of how he's made it do it. There are books written about how he does it. Here's the question. How come nobody has ever repeated or mimicked exactly the returns that he gets? Because there's probably just one of a kind, and that's Warren Buffett.
Anything about Omaha, do you think, that makes him special?
Yes.
coming out
He's
of Omaha?
often told me, Liz, if I had been in New York, I'd be every day going into the office and getting 19 different hot tips by noon, and none of them were very hot. He said, by being out in Omaha, you silence the noise and you can focus on good companies.
Because he returned from graduate school in New York to Omaha.
He sure did.
Do you think that was a key moment in his career?
Absolutely. He could have stayed in New York, Wall Street, the world's capital of the financial center. He didn't. He came back to Omaha and he never left. What does that say? That one of the world's richest men managed to do it all from this fine city? Go Omaha. Go Mavericks!